My name is Jay Coleman, local muralist and artist. Due to the history of the area, due to the multicultural nature of this neighborhood, I wanted to do something that was less abrasive. Sometimes people see boxing as something that is violent, or it can give off different vibrations to different people. So I wanted to focus on the humanity in Muhammad Ali. And I think as a portrait artist, when you focus on the portrait, everyone has a face, everyone has hands, you know, in most cases, obviously, but I figured that that would be something that people could identify with. So the creative process is always the most difficult process when it comes to creating artwork, especially public art, because you can't offend anybody. You want to draw in everybody, and you can never please everybody. So the creative process is probably the most engaging part, or the most cognitive part on my part as an artist. That's the part that takes the most research. It takes the most deep digging, so that you can come up with something that will appeal to everyone in as best you can. And then also, his birthday was the same day as my father's birthday, and they kind of resembled a little bit. He wasn't my dad, but you know, I've always had an affinity, you know, for Ali and a love for Ali just because of who he was. Aesthetically, I want people to think that it's beautiful. I put colorful, arbitrary color portrait on this side so that it would be something that stands out, but also not to be something that's a distraction to drivers. This is an intersection. So these are the things that go through my mind. I also want it to be something that people see your work ethic. So when you're working in the morning, when people are going to work and they still see you here on their lunch break, and they still see you here when they're coming home from work, and they still see you here when they're going out to hang out for dinner or for drinks, and they're like, wow, this guy's really putting in some work. So I always want my work ethic to precede the aesthetic of the work. There's so many different ways that it can touch the community, and I hope it does all of them. So, and I've been very much encouraged by the young people, and even some of the people that are my seniors coming by and telling me what they think it should look like, or some anecdotes about Ali. So I think it's doing its job, and I hope it'll continue.